Felicia, and I'm doing my persuasive speech over why you should get vaccinated. I'm sure almost every one of you has probably had your vaccinations, but in some states you don't have to get them. And I think they're very important. When you're getting these vaccinations, you're probably thinking, are they going to help me? Is it something I need? How do they work? That kind of thing. Today there's still many infants and adults that are getting sick from major diseases and illnesses, and one way that you can prevent them is by getting vaccinated. Today I will be talking about 3 different topics: the history of disease and vaccinations, and is it on? Oh my gosh. Protest against them and the values that they have today. When germs such as bacteria or viruses invade your body, they will attack and multiply. This invasion is called an infection, and infections will lead to serious illnesses. When you get a vaccination, they take a weak form of the disease and put it inside your body, and then your body will create antibodies. Antibodies are proteins that help protect your body when you have a disease. Once your body creates them, they will fight and kill the disease off. So when if you actually get the disease, your body will recognize it and they will destroy it. The first vaccination was created by Edward Jenner in 1796. The bottom picture is actually a picture of smallpox, and he was the first one he created the first vaccine for smallpox. A lot of children have this, and I'll show you later some statistics that show the decrease since vaccinations have been created. After this development of vaccines continued, they continued at a fairly slow rate, but when you start having more technology and science today, the technology led to rapid advances in virology, biology, and vaccinology. The second thing I'm going to talk about is different protests people have against them. A lot of the time people say that the side effects are serious and some can even be fatal, but the truth is that most of them they can be fatal, but most of the time they're mild. One of my resources, Dr. Lauren Feeder, states that swelling, redness, and soreness to the injection site is one of the most common side effects, and that the very few side effects that they have, which are serious, are very rare and you don't see them often. Another protest that people have are that vaccinations do not work and that they are not guaranteed to work. Yes, that is true. They are not guaranteed 100%, but neither is any other medicine. One of my sources, Donna Weaver with immunize.org, stated that no vaccinations are not 100% guaranteed to work, but most of them have shown huge successes. And I also put this table together. It was actually her table. It's got the exact information and the exact reference. I could not copy it onto the slides, so I recreated it. But if you can see, her and a couple other doctors put this together, and you can see the percentage decrease before we had vaccines and after. And the changes are really amazing. How many more lives are saved by these vaccinations. Also, MD Noel Mirno also states that vaccinations do really work well. No medicine is perfect, of course, but most vaccines have shown that they produce immunity 90 to 100% of the time. So they are working really well. Another thing that people are protesting again is that they have a connection with causing autism. A lot of the mothers didn't want their children to get it because it showed signs of them getting autism. Amanda Garner stated that in 2003, the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention carefully designed many different studies that were unique, and they have not been able to find one causative link between vaccines and autism. So some of the things that they hear about them before they research are not necessarily true. MD Andrew T. Kroger stated parents who choose not to get their children vaccinated because of what they view as safety concerns are putting their children at greater risks of potentially various serious illnesses. And again, MD Sonia Brucelet stated, Research has indicated that ingredients in vaccines are at low levels with no evidence of long-term ill effects. So that's another one, that they have unnatural ingredients. And actually, I looked at a couple of different studies, and all of them showed that all the studies have mostly natural ingredients, and the ones that are unnatural do not harm the people who get the vaccines. So there are many lives saved each year worldwide through vaccinations. And to get them, it is very important, and we are very blessed and lucky to be able to get these, because a lot of people in other countries are not able to. Sarah Pastor quoted, "According to the World Health Organization, they estimated that vaccinations save the lives of more than 10.5 million people worldwide each year and prevents millions of others from suffering from diseases and permanent disabilities." Thanks to the widespread of vaccination programs, many of these diseases have been brought under control in the U.S. and around the world. There are now over 26 preventable diseases such as chickenpox, hepatitis A, B, measles, mumps, influenza, and more. The solution is that if you have the opportunity to get vaccinated, you should. It is definitely something that can change your life for the benefit, and they have had great outcomes and results with most people who get them. So after seeing many successful statistics and going through each main point, if you want to stay healthy and prevent from getting infectious diseases, you should get vaccinated.